do you leave me hanging like that? You know, I can't do it alone.
Technology.
If I said it, you're gonna fight me. So I'm not saying anything.
Don't say.
Don't say anything, right?
Auntie Tilly.
Brother, what to say?
Yeah,
and I will be traveling between US and Ghana. Okay, so I'm chatting with this sister. How do you pronounce her name? Is it Seneva?
Yes. You are pronouncing it. I don't know.
Yeah. We will travel between Ghana and eventually settling in Ghana. Okay, sis, let me know, because you know what, we can hang out, okay? Because you know, I can deal with Americans and my brother will fight me, but you guys, we fight and we move on. You're African American. Yes, email me, sis, email me. All right. So, brother, we have some people that don't speak Tree here, so today I'm in trouble. So we're gonna miss. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I miss you so much.
Yes, we were looking for you.
Yes. And I always want to talk to you, but you know how life happens. And yesterday I heard you saying that, oh, in Ghana there's no stress, peace of mind. And I type on my phone when I was watching you live. I type on my phone to post, like I was trying to say that I am not worried about anything, but my blood pressure is high. But I decided not to send it to you because I know as soon as I send you're gonna, you see. So you said Ghana is peace of mind, and it's so true. So thank you for always sharing ideas and making us feel like we need to come back home. And please, if you are here, you don't know Mr. Obenda Akon. He's not a YouTuber, he's an advisor. And he posted on YouTube for us to get some info, some of his brain. So guys, you better go search for him, Obenda Akon, and you will find his videos beautiful. Nice advice. So thank you, bro.
Thank you, madam.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Can you introduce yourself to us, please?
Okay. My name is Kobna Obenda. I'm an African, a Ghanaian. I train as an engineer. I'm an entrepreneur. We are into real estate development, construction, fashion, retail. We live in Ghana, so that's mainly what we do. Yeah, and we are passionate about the development of our people and our people becoming successful and living to the best of what the Creator has given us. You know, and that's what we share.
Thank you, bro. So, guys, those who don't speak Tree, today I'm gonna mess it up because I have some things that I want to ask brother, and I want to talk about. And if I say it in English, it's gonna turn into something else. So wait for me. Wait for me. If you don't, I'm gonna say it in my language, and my brother is gonna mess it. We're gonna mess it, right, bruh?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So my big problem for the past 3 videos that I've made, now I was talking about, one, how Ghanaians, we are so negative, brother. So negative. Somebody can be in church from day one. I want to abesi Sam. I mean, I make us a woman sorry no mom na me target because I used to be in church every Sunday. When you be vampire pa, when you be qua sorry, I want prayer line, when in net so or hobby. What friend on ne now catch and say, oh, me saying come a quack or toss as if you were gone, you know. Yes, it's saying an abortia, one master mine. what narrative story ni hey hwe dabi hwe wo ani awo yakwa ma fie fo hu ma we hu chese beye obonsam negativity nkwa timi na me ye video na me ka se enipa wodwene no sa na wote na bible kwekita ye no se so papa na papa ba wakwa mu asa bibi etis and I'm saying you are what you eat also. Now a lot of people agree with me. Now yana sane ma say me they attach it to success in life. Obi biara minim no brother wo ye successful in life no. Wo ye positive person.
Absolutely.
Obi biara minim no. Hwe me taka me nua girl odi machi mienu. What in a store no na so obegina ho se wo preach ya otimi ka che so kowachi enye sa se obi epeso owura ne store no na wo ye dede no wo ye sofo obeka che say please move because I have to pay my bills on two kwan da so who se woton ade na sunti na ben na awotwe mienu na awotwe miensa wo hu na se bia once wa hu na wo say oh where have you been me hu wa che so oh me kompai boy why was woman to ade bi waja wade asi ho wo beton ade no wanya sika no ukotena ba bia bompae wow because we believe say adwumaden ene focus a wo baye no enu mom betumi ama onhira ba wakwan mu esene say wo bekwa akotena asori dem na ya na meta no kasa wo ta aka bibi say eni Ghana ni baye adwumaden no anase ya preacher chere na since say ye obeye adwumaden no yes bompae na abeyi na sasa mo medwunu ho nti se me no kasa bia na se okọ me se brother yan kasa asemu na wo afutuo bi pa fama ma ema ene de me ba ma yenua no ma obi atimi atitimu pa bedru America ha sei wo fresh off wo Ghana so omompae ma no titimu afri Ghana ba bedru America kuremo woni Abidjan woni Lagos woni Dubai wanya big chance pa big opportunity kesiye se ya adwuma wo ho abetimi anya sika wo betimi aye adwuma no wanya sika no wo fresh of process of mompae ma wo Ghana
yeah
well enti sa mindset we pa na yenua no market no brother it's so sad na ya rehosem say e was here ni ba ye ho so pa na ye hu say ye powerful ye nipa dua no e so powerful but we don't realize say ye yan kasa na ye powerful.
That's right.
Fabi ka ho brother na yama homte
Auntie Tilly.
yama
okay with that say e kasa ya che and unse enoma me no se miensa na a delicate pass over ka ho asem na wan ka ho asem so a dodo no a eda efiase. You know, we have to mix the English and the Chi. So I don't know whether I have to speak Chi or I have to speak English. So
you can speak English.
Okay. So our people are majority of our people, our minds are in prison, in cage. Our minds have been enslaved. And you see, our contact with the Europeans change our course as a people, for good and for bad. And much of it is bad. So we started to define ourselves by the settings, the institutions that they put in place. And in the work, as I was say, yeah, very negative. I know a lot of our learned people seem not to agree with this, and then they look for solutions, and they always come to a conclusion that there is something wrong with us. I can say that there's nothing wrong with us as a people originally, no. Much of it is systemic, much of it is conditioning, much of the way we behave is environmental. The things that we've been told, the things that we've been taught, the things that somebody has shown us. And he said, "Oh, share your crop what you broach now or bomb pies or sofu bibe buana mana." It is the kind of for us, the religion that we have seen, and especially the European Christian religion. And it's very delicate for anybody to talk about it. If you say anything, the first thing they will say is that you are against.
Oh yeah,
yes, you are the devil.
You are before.
You are against God.
Yeah.
You understand spiritual things.
You know.
I tell you that if the Europeans who came with this same religion were able to sell human beings for centuries, and they took them to the other side, and the treatment they gave them was so dangerous, lethal, disastrous, and they continue to do that, then I want to know their understanding of what we call Christianity. Because much of our understanding now is coming from what they explain to us. You know, the way we understand Christianity. Much of it is coming from the way the Europeans
yes.
to us. And we know that they never explain anything to lift us up.
No.
Make us a great people. They explain things to make us enslaved and colonized, to put us in bondage.
Yeah.
A lot of the things that we express now, we express them out of that foundation, out of that understanding. You know, so obiti abrochire so they use fear to explain the gospel. They use fear, you know, so fear of demon, fear of the devil, fear of not going to heaven, fear of being killed, fear of poverty, fear of diseases, fear of people. So our gospel mainly was explained to us. The first principles were out of fear. You know, it's not the gospel of liberty, and it's still going on now. So people believe that there is a spirit somewhere that is going to, that is responsible for their success, and there's some demon somewhere that is responsible for their defeat and their difficulties in life. A lot of it is not true. In this life, the knowledge you have, the understanding you have, the wisdom you have, the mind you have, the quality of thought you have, the exposure, the skill set, those things decide what you become. It's not the devil. If that were the case, then where was God when the Europeans were killing human beings? Where is God today in Russia? Somebody is bombing Ukraine, killing lives, children, pregnant women, sick people, elderly people. Where is God? If God is responsible for that, so when somebody picks anything to destroy you and you cannot build a counter and you can't fight back, you cannot wait for God and pray for God.
No, they will kill you and get away with it.
So a lot of our understanding is that leave everything to God. It was from the European understanding of, the things that they taught us. They will put chain on the hands and legs of your men. They will rape your women and show you that pray to God for liberty. It's the same thing that we have now. And so our understanding of God is God will come and liberate us from our difficulties. We just have to pray to him. and I say that is the gospel you explain to people you don't want to be great. It's the religion, and religion is a powerful tool. It can lift people and it can destroy people. And they knew it. And so they use it for our destruction. And it's so evident now. It's so evident now. And Africa, especially West Africans, much of the things that we practice, the big men who preach and open the Bible, I can tell you, these fundamentals, we deny them.
Now,
we have not taken time to study this.
Brother,
Yes, madam.
These fundamentals were denied to our canon. It was
yeah.
Matana sorry more me kona me kwa sorry ya for me life nyina.
Yeah.
Na adia ba ko a me di hunu pa say woda sorry more you are in bondage ne say. Church na wo mu no put fear in you so much.
Yeah.
Church put her every time me decided say me and Kasano I would think, and I'm starting to me watching me listen to some podcasts and I mean I did my own research and listen to people and me say many be so much to the extent say Tamana me was sorry muno. Now I am so fearful say even crowd back come.
That's right.
Who bet me nipa one kasa bet me akase. No. Adia we dey nya adia. Even kwa sofo na ka asem kra wo bet me abo ani aba ho so no akase. Oh, no, asema wa kan nya no kore. Wo suro se kra wo ka wo mu no epia fi wo no kra ba se enya no kra wo fi se sunsun so bi e wo akira eba attack you. That is nothing.
Obroni ni Nigeria is that. Obroni no Bible na ngasa no.
Obroni ni so ni wanu so still no. Say ni party asori dem a ye tinkwa sumu a e wo se ni patimi nya fa hodie no say wo kan bibi say ye you know me ban care was the freedom the brains to stay yet bondage. A lot of Ghanaians minuano ma wo mu kurom has a brother wo mu da ho te bondage mu de nyame ayo mu nyina still wo mu da ho te bondage when it comes to church.
Fundamentals say fundamentals are wrong one. When the foundations are wrong, nothing else can be done until the foundation is corrected. So say if the beginning is wrong, if the first principles are wrong, everything else that stems from it will be wrong. If the first fruit is wrong, it's scriptural. Everything else, then the lamp will be wrong. You know, you can't put a new wine in an old wineskin. That's what Jesus said. You know, so if you want, you have to put it in a new wineskin. You put new wine in new wineskin. If you put it in the old wineskin, it will destroy. It will not be a good wine for you. So the fundamentals are wrong. And if the fundamentals are wrong, it's like you never knew how to, let's say, nobody ever taught you. No matter how many years you are, you will still not know it. So the age will not solve it.
The age will not solve it.
Even having, so many people following you, as we see a lot of churches with members, does not mean that they have the fundamentals understood. Having accolades, doctor, PhD, no. The thing that will show that they understand is the truth they teach, is the liberty they bring to the people, is the freedom they bring to the people, is the love that emanates from what they teach, is the unity, is the bond, is the bond, the togetherness, the one mind, the well-being, the understanding, the fulfillment that the preachings bring. And you and I know that the people, one of the things that you can see that people have been put in prison is fear.
Fear.
And a lot of our people, there's no love, it's fear.
No love, fear. Oh!
If that is the gospel you understand, you are in prison. Because they teach you that so that they can continue to extort money from you. And that is what we see. So the gospel, the kind of gospel, the Bible are not the one that the European created. Because the Europeans created the gospel, a church, and put Jesus there and made him white and made the devil black. And that is the kind of gospel that we practice. So everything godly is attributed to the European.
Yes.
Everything devilish is attributed to the African. And so the African...
That alone, that alone, Christ should let us wake up.
That
alone.
Yeah, but our people, Once you put a people, but you see, there's something. Yesterday I was saying that the battlefield is the mind. You want to liberate any people, you bring light, illumination to their minds. And that's why there is no greater weapon than the minds of the people. You can put somebody in jail, but if his mind, put somebody outside jail. If his mind is in bondage, he's in prison. So the greatest tool that you have to use to liberate any people is the minds of the people. And how do you liberate the people? By bringing knowledge, understanding, wisdom that will make them feel in control and responsible for their lives. So God, his major principle is that as a man thinks in his heart, so he is. That is basic. The way you think is the way you are. You are responsible for whatever happens in your life. You know, and you are the creator of your life. It's not God. So they told us that God will solve, God will solve every problem.
Can you say it again?
You are the creator of your life. It's not God.
Yes, not God.
It's not somebody putting oil on your head or praying for you. These are basic, because the same people praying for you, you know, they are riding big, they are living big, their children go to the best schools. The same problem that you have, they have them. Who do they also go to? You know, so the basic tool is that God gave you will. You are responsible. If God is going to judge me, and if God is going to judge you, then why would another man be responsible for my life? And I will be held accountable for that life. So God gave us will. You use it to create your life. But we'll be able to be another philosopher for Ghana. Most of these guys are just after money. They don't see anything anywhere. They say that spiritual problems. I can tell you in this life, what is spiritual problem? Even if you come to Christianity, if you so believe in Christ, as they say, there's freedom. If you believe in Christ, who has lifted you from darkness into light, as they say. So where is the power of demon to keep you in bondage?
My question.
If you really understand the gospel, these things don't apply. And so it's deception. It is deceptional or deceptive for anybody to use those things to control you and continue to extort money from our people. So you dream, now somebody must interpret that dream for you. Your child has to go to school, some prophet must. A lot of these guys, if you look at the results we have now, much of what they are telling us, they are all deceptional. They are all deceptives. They are all deceptions. And you can see that. And this kind of gospel is coming from, you know, the Americans created it. They added healing, prosperity, they had power to make it, and it entered into Nigeria and it spread everywhere. And so you see that the Africans don't have right understanding of life. Everything is prayer and spiritual and superstition.
Everything is prayer and spiritual. That brother, dear me cry, I am a home to crack and see and say, "Woo free bomb pie, minimo be, and I said, yes, a minimo be cry. So will be yare. I ni pane yari my head thing. That's one for now hospital. Now the next nephew saw bomb pie man.
That's it.
Obewu.
Yeah.
And you know, punch I will say. And no crama. Many say my quadrum pen subi a brother. Me, I think said me care near obedient say sorry. Say nyamia wo somono. Say me nyamia me somono. Me what I understand in life when it said. So what about modding? A daily no from an opaco saying you know about modding. Then you know do tikwatum paso. Now I say, God, thank you, said ne, the me be a quatnea. And ya what effort I put you in. What to mean to not them? Now when you weekly money. Now thank you, God. How can God who can work and give you the money?
It's not true. He said the diligent hand shall prosper. You will prosper as your soul prospers. By faith. Faith is action. So how much they are the money? And now they are, you see, the way they have made it, it is no more about the truth. It is who is saying what it is that makes it true. And that is not true. And a lot of these guys were not taught. I'm telling you, they've been deceived. And they are all looking for the solutions now. And the best way to say it is, oh, the Africans are being cursed. God cursed the black man. We are inferior. The white man is most intelligent. We are corrupt. We have bad leadership. A lot of it is not true. A lot of what they tell us is not true. A lot of our freedom will come from the right understanding of religion, because most of us are religious. And so if they can change the religion, then they can change your destiny.
Religion is killing us all.
When the white man came to Africa, there were traditional priests who were honest, loving, kind. They vilified them. They demonized them. Even if they were truthful, good people, they told us that everything that we practiced was wrong. And everything they practiced was right. And so now you can see somebody who is a crook, wicked man, who is destroying lives. But so long as he says that I'm a pastor, people will defend him. But you can see somebody who is honest, truthful, kind, compassionate. So long as he says that I'm a traditional priest, people will say you are of the devil. That is how conflicting our understanding is. And it's religion
Africa no.
That's what they tell us. You see, look at Judaism. Is it different from what our grandfathers practice? Because in the Bible, Judaism is not Christianity. That's why Paul had to convert to Christianity. He could not be Christian by being Jewish as practice, adhering to the Jewish practice. No, you had to accept Christ. So those who have not accepted Christ then are not Christians, isn't it? So between them and the so-called traditional, there's no difference. But our people will go to Israel and go and wail against the wall and say that it is what? They are serving Christ. But then when they go to their village, they say that it's fetish. Conflicted. Because when the white man preach something, you see, so there is racism.
The truth.
The truth. And it's not
the truth.
That's right, God's word. So a lot of our people, that's why they wear suit to preach. That's why they wear tie. And you'll never see them in kente cloth to preach. Because the design was European. The design was European domination. It had nothing to do with Christ and his love and his principles. And so we have to find that line again, or we will continue to be in bondage. And that's what is where the trouble is. And thank God, many people are finding this. They are trying to see that you can preach me your faith, but don't tell me that my culture is evil and your culture is the standard. In that case, you didn't come with Christ. You came with a different agenda to dominate me and to make me a servant, to make me a slave. And that's what is happening.
Na dear back across I am a card in a horn said, yeah, when I'm with Debia, me, I'm a drinking, I'm in my best so, brother. Dear may dream who cry, and I'm in Santias and say, Tamo mobile, ya, or mobile fire, quanqua sumono. Now, sorry, was so. Now, any paprusing for that for more, ever for more, or more call, or feces near the normal dominating, can win in Nano. Say history net that honor. Not nipa ko university awie nipa nima de ekita bible enim sa history when na nipa ntimi ma ye ni ma ye ho starting think say adenti na me mitimi kurom na wo tumi aba me kurom na wo de buku abre me wo de buku ne bre me kwa wasa be fa me akwa wache waye ma yaka de wo eniema che so wo kai me wo me religion dada wo ba be ku me religion no wo de abre me che say brother Wama money bokose because me de ma de abramo monye na mo de ma hu se wodoni e wani wodi obaye no oba ni ba obaye nyina so be twist wadwen wama wasesa okura say you benya kwan edi wo so na professors doctors whatever nyina edi sabuku yachi a kire say me de brother me ka say
no they have brainwashed us for centuries. And you can brainwash people. That's why you can see somebody, a religious leader will bath and they will go for the water and drink it.
Yeah.
That's why somebody will say that I'm a prophet and he can sleep with all these girls that follow him and they will not question anything. It's brainwashing. You can actually program human beings to do what you want. And that's what they did. And they did it systematically.
Oh, and they did it very well.
They had to go after our culture, our religious beliefs. And the professor that you're talking of is being brainwashed. He doesn't know it. A lot of our professors have conflicting understanding of who they are, because much of the content in our books are European superiority. The things that they teach us, they will not teach you farming based on what your grandfather knew. They will teach you farming based on what they knew. They will not teach you medicine based on what your grandfather knew. They will teach you medicine based on what they knew. They will teach you mathematics based on European. So it's not really an African education that they are giving us. They're giving us an education that will always look up to the white man as the savior. And so they've been brainwashed. All of us, we went through the same structure. We've been brutally destroyed. And so we cannot fight for our own. We can't stand up. If you see an African who is free, is an African who has studied something that is not taught by the same system. He studies something beyond the lies of the Europeans, you know, and that is the free African. If an African is not exposed to that kind of knowledge, you see him in suit and tie, speaks English. They will say that he went to Yale, Harvard, is educated. It's not true. No matter the institution that an African has gone to, he's still not educated, because education starts with the knowledge of your history. So if they go to teach you the history of Europeans, you are not educated.
You are not.
No. You are not. And so you can meet some of them. They went to Cambridge or this kind of great institutions, European. But if they are Africans, when they come, they can't change anything, because they don't understand the culture, they don't understand their history, they don't understand themselves. And so they are weak people. If you want to overcome any people, change their history. Because it's like a tree. You don't expect a tree to be strong without strong roots. And it's your sense of history is your root, is your foundation. If it's weak, any wind can blow you. And many of our professors, politicians, preachers, holders of big institutions are in conflict, because that kind of knowledge was not taught them. Have you ever gone to Anglican church or Roman Catholic church or Methodist church? Look at how they still have their service. It's European. It's Western. It has nothing to do with Africa. You know? And when they were even going to school, they told them not to speak their language. They will punish you. That's how much they have destroyed us. And so the effect,
I saw deep.
So the effect that we see now, where a young girl does not want to stay here, he wants to go to America, where a young man would want to go through the desert to get to Europe, and he believes that once he gets to Europe, he becomes successful. There's no brainwashing more than this, where you have doctors who say that I don't care how I get to England. I want to move out of Nigeria. I want to move out of Ghana, because our politicians are corrupt. As if the European politicians are angels. You know, so because quality information of what they can use to build themselves are being hidden from them. And we all went through that.
Do you know how many years that America here, they want to transform the buying gun, if somebody wants to buy the gun, background check.
That's right.
And they cannot do it because they cannot get a vote to do it. Because the politicians, the Republicans, and some of the Democrats, they lobby, and they will call it corruption. Corruption. A politician is collecting bribe or whatever. Lobby. So nice, so beautiful. Say lobby. They lobby. They not campaigns. Ghana obi kwakwaji sika free. Obi opeso support you gay na se wo so the baba ye the campaign. That no na the campaign begu. And so Chrome has say ya be free Ghana baba je botiano. Lesbian.
That's what they do. They lobby from them.
Yeah.
So it's your, but you see, they train us to say that anything you do, it has to be called corrupt or corruption. Your standard is low. That's the African. That's the tag. And it's not today that they use that. It was an agenda they used right from the day they came here. It was a scheme. The Africans are poor. It's a word that there's no reason that they are using it. No. The Africans are corrupt. It's not now that they've been using it for the last 100 years. Africans are not intelligent. Africans are this. It's words that they've been using. We didn't even behave like that. But we used that. They had to tell us those for us to accept. And then they had to say that they were in charge. They were correct. They were honest. And there are top Europeans who still believe this. They had huge institutions. They believe that the African is corrupt. And so there are critical positions that they will never give to African.
Yeah.
They were told that see these people as corrupt and see themselves as the only intelligent people. It's something that they use. And a lot of them still believe it anyway. A lot of them still believe it. And a lot of Africans still believe these inferior descriptions that they have used on us.
So, and also, if you go to church every Sunday in Ghana, and this preacher or your pastor keep on prospering, there be a talk for what hey, just I mean, just ya back who says I mean, so for me no sorry, them there be any additional correction, the amount of this prosper. Now there be a member, sorry, my better correction, amount of this prosper.
Because now they are, no, they can see it because brainwashing works. Jesus says something. He says that if the one who listens is blind, everyone goes into the everyone who follows
blind man, yes, I blind my way there. Yeah, papa.
Yeah, and they are. Because if you're not blind, why are you the one prospering, the only one, and everyone else is getting poorer? And you continue to take 10% from them to say that if you don't bring time, you will not go to heaven.
Yeah.
And in Ghana now, in Nigeria now, the only job they want to do is to start a church.
I me say me 10%. When me 10%, they say my poor be. I made 10% in the support to Ghana. So I made 10% and I'm a quite so that I made the man. They say me the support to be Ghana.
I support it.
That's what I do. Why do I have to come and give my money to the church? I don't even want them to use my money to pay the church auditorium. Use that money to support somebody in Ghana.
No, they won't do that because the person started the church and registered it in his name. So it's no more God's church as they want to tell us. It's their business, and it's the best of business because nobody chases you for anything.
Nobody.
You continue to collect money.
If you question too much, Kurana. So I saw them question too much, Kurana. So one any group any bad ones, one abejaya sorry.
And never forget that the Europeans used the same thing. The Catholic Church was responsible for whatever happened in terms of slavery and colonization. The Catholic Church led it. So there's so much that our people must search if you are looking for freedom. See, a freedom party. A lot of what we know, I can guarantee you 99% of the things that we know, we have to question every one of them. Everyone. Because it's so clear that things are not right. And somebody will say that, the African is born bad. It's not true. It's the conditioning. It's the errors that they have taught us. And we continue to believe them. And to say, I know, man, sorry, every Sunday now, be sebe, onim or bachelor idea for 2 hours. And the other, they tell you that they are teaching you something about the spiritual. There's nothing spiritual. If there is no truth, love, kindness in those, there is nothing spiritual about it. And you can see it. These are people who just elevating themselves and putting down the rest of the people, taking advantage of them. Or your passport also visa. What for? What for? If somebody wants visa, just go to the embassy. If you want business to grow, go and learn how to run a business. Why should somebody who has never done this tell you that because I follow God, I have power to pray that and everything will change? And you have followed them for 20 years, nothing has changed. Because that's not how anything is built.
That's not how things work.
No, anything is built with right understanding of how things are built. You want money, there's a way, there are things that you have to know about money. You want a successful home, there are things that you must know and practice. You want to build a country, there are things that you must know and practice. No matter how many years you pray, it won't change. You must know how to sow. You must have the sewing machine. You must be willing to sow before you can get the cloth out of that, whatever you want to sew out of that cloth. So they have confused our people. They know nothing about building anything, but they still believe that God will just supernaturally do it for them.
And also, brother, this is so sad also is that the women, today I said I'm coming after the women. We eat whatever we want to eat. We gain the weight. We get the high blood pressure, and we are praying for God to heal us.
Yes, yeah. Because somebody told you that so you see a lot of our women are bleaching. They are taking all kind of medicine to get, weight. They just eat anything. They're wearing all these weaves. They cover this hair is not reacting with the sun.
No.
We cover everything and we say that we are not healthy. How would you be healthy? You have changed the melanin. You have ripped it off. You are taking all kind of things so that you become fair. You eat all kind of food. And then when you get
cancer, to church to pray,
and you get cancer, you say that is the devil. It's not the devil.
It's the devil.
It's your lifestyle. It's your ignorance. It's the things that you eat, the things that you don't eat, the things that you drink, the things that you don't drink. That's why you have diabetes. It's not the devil. And we must. I'm an engineer. If I have an engine, if you want the engine to work well, there are things that you do. They give you procedures. This time, change the oil. If you don't change the oil, the engine will break down. The human being is a system like that. If you understand how the human structure works, it can live for whatever years that you want it to live. But they want us to believe that you can just do whatever you want to do.
And then go and pray.
And go and pray and everything will be all right. That is deception, that is lie, and that is
not the gospel. Doesn't work like that.
No, it's not true. Somebody will tell you that once you bring your tithe, go to sleep, everything else will work for you. That's a lie. That's a lie. So just deceiving people. And they have deceived, yes, they have deceived our people so much that when they even see that, when you say the truth now, you are a liar.
You are a liar, you are a devil.
So much to watch, yeah. And they have no confidence in themselves anymore, in their own abilities. No, God will do everything for you. Where is God? There is a war in Ukraine now. Where is God? Nigerians are praying. Ghanaians are praying for the war to stop. You sure? No. If you want to stop it, go and fight the guy. He will stop. Go and negotiate with him. It's not prayer.
We don't get it.
We are waiting for God to develop our continent. It will never happen. God will not pick the pickers to come and construct the road for you. God will not clean your gutter for you.
No.
God will not build the schools for you. No, it's not God. It's you. Why would you create a human being and give them brains, and then you don't want them to use the brains? And you want to, God is not that stupid. But they want us to believe that is God. So somebody will sell you apple.
That's what we believe in. That's what we believe.
Somebody will sell you apple so that when you eat that apple, everything will change in your life. That's a lie. Somebody will sell you water. Somebody will sell you oil. Somebody will sell you all kind of things. So people have no real, no taste, no hunger for knowledge to transform their lives.
No.
Or responsibility.
Yeah.
Organization. We don't have that. Everything is God. And from the list of the preachers to the top, this is what they have taught us. All of them. None is exceptional. Not the ones I know. All of them. It's all deception that they are teaching our people. And we cannot wake up to say that this one is not true. We don't put our humans, the lives of our people, as the most important thing. No. We don't. We put everything else, but not the lives of our people. So even politicians, they don't put the lives of our people as the most important thing. They put themselves and their family and the money they will get as the most important thing. That's why they go for the office. The same with the preachers. It's not the lives of the people. That's why the poverty, the crime, the pain of the masses don't get their attention. They will tell you that Jesus said that the poor you have with you all the time. But did Jesus ever say that you drive Land Cruiser out of the collection from the people? So until the people wake up,
the people wake up.
They will continue to do this to us. And you will see professors, engineers, doctors, lawyers sitting under them and being taught this.
Obia, what you Bible? They chew the Bible, Baba, into their head, and professors and doctors are sitting underneath them. Now, the person me cry me catch them in Yamba, baby video. I'm person catch it on and say, "Hey, Bob Brown, never be able to me. I be that be as my mechanic. When you're near you, where you critical thinking, there was so.
That's right. That element is disabled. Critical thinking, questioning, reasoning, they are disabled in our world.
And Christianity does that to us. Do you know that if you start thinking outside the box, you become a devil?
Yeah. But without, yes, I agree. But without you thinking, what else can you solve? You can't solve anything in your life.
But we've been like this for years. So we've been like this for years. If among your own siblings,
Yes.
so if you start thinking outside the box and seeing things different now, brother, me come and say, say, any pattern, a move best 80, and I send this put 60, and to us you.
Maybe.
Just a few. Never to us.
That's why nothing changes, because the world belongs to those who are thinking. The world belongs to those who are thinking, because the difference between the world belongs to those who are thinking. The difference between us and the animals is the thinking ability God gave us, the power of the mind. So the difference between the most successful and the other one, a lot of the times, many times, is the ability to think well and take right decisions. It has nothing to do with all these things that they are telling us, you know. And so, if you want to do well, or your banner to other, stop calling prophets for answers. They don't have it. Stop looking for sticker and anointing oil and all those. They are lies. They are not true. A lot of the things that they teach, the reason God gave His word is so that you can use the word to transform your life. So if they are not teaching you the right thing, how is your life going to transform? You know, they have to give you basis. You apply them, then your life will change. It's not supernatural. Then why would Jesus sit down and teach the people? He taught them how to live. We just say that once I pray for you, your life will change. That's a lie. And that's why it's not working. You teach the people principles, steps, how you must organize your things. And then your life will change. No, it's not us. So everything is as if God is just magic. And look at our results. It's not true. Everything. Everything. Look at our TV. Look at our TV. It's entertainment, it's sports, it's politics, it's comedy, it's about, you know, all kind of things. Look at young women. When you see any African or Ghanaian especially on social media, what are they talking about? They are insulting people, talking about sex, marriage, and the other ones are opening Bible and telling us that the world is coming to an end. The other people will tell you that God, you know, and this, we are occupied, obsessed with these things. And on the other hand, we are saying that how can our country develop? But your time, these are the things that you're occupied with: sports, entertainment, European football. That's what you're occupied with. You want to develop. The Americans and those people, they went everywhere, took advantage of others, and then they used them to develop. People work for them for 300 years. You Africans now, nobody is going to work for you for 300 years. No. You are not going to take gun and go and take people's good and technology and culture. So you have to have different way to develop. And yet, the time you have, you're following sports. Look at the people we celebrate. They are musicians, Africans, not only in Africa. Look at Jamaica, African Americans. The only people they show us as sports people, entertainers, as if those are the only things that we can do. So when it comes to wealth and power, we are not close.
No.
They never put spotlight on people who are building things, who are Africans. Never. Because that is the system. That's the strategy. The best you can do is to entertain us.
Yeah.
You know? So you look, mention any African that you hear. Any African American, it has to be sports. It has to be entertainment. We've got to stop that. We have to say that we have to build things, build companies, build structures, build products, because that is where the greatness is. Build weapons, because the people who are fighting now, if you can't build a weapon, they will sit on you. Those are the things that we have to tell our children. You know, the generation says, stop the comedy, stop the entertainment, because that is not where it is. You will forever be slave. You will forever be those at the bottom, because you always want to entertain. No, life is not about that. It's about building, create a business, create something, start a cocoa farm, start a processing plant. You know, if we can get a lot of our people to think like that, and if you can promote this, why should the supermarket in our area be owned by a foreigner?
Oh.
Why? And we are singing. And you see a lot of our musicians, they think that they have arrived. What are they singing about? Women, waste, and everything else. They sing the songs that they are not even inspiring. They don't wake the people up. You just drink and go and dance and go and sleep. Tomorrow will come. So that's why you be poor. And part of it is the brainwashing. Part of it is the brainwashing. So it's a serious thing. And the only way we can get our people out is to let them have the information. Because somebody got them to this level. We have the responsibility to tell them that this is not the way. We are lost. We are lost. It's not just preaching, go to heaven. It's not entertainment, Beyonce and Sarkodie, Shatawale, Black Stars, sports. Where are you going to go with this? When many of your people, graduates coming out, 300,000 people are coming out every year from our higher institutions. Where are they going to get the jobs? These are the critical things, because this is life and death for them. Our young people should not finish school and have the belief that they cannot be successful here. No, we have to tell them that the greatest place to become successful is here. It's just because their minds have been captured, so they don't know. They can't even listen. The moment they start to listen, they will see all the opportunities here. There's no place that has more opportunities than the continent. The only problem is that our people are blind, and they've been taught to be blind, and it was systemic, it was structural. We have to come out of that system, that matrix. We train ourselves. We read history. We read technology. We read business. We read finance. We're not following entertainment. We're not following religion to the core, as if nothing else is important. You know, so there's a fight, and we are in a war. It's more dangerous than what Putin is doing. You know, we've been in war for the last 500 years or so. We're just not aware that we are in war.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are, brother. Yes, we are. And imagine that if I have a son,
yes,
my son,
yes,
I don't have this kind of thinking.
Yeah.
And my thinking is about fearful and I mean, it's all about church, and it's all about what devil can do to you. Not from me, you know, then I'll give it to my children.
You give
generation
it to him.
and generations. And so, like you said, it's been like this for so many years.
Yeah.
And even now, that thank God to social media that we are things, people are speaking up, and we are waking up. We are waking up, and I think little by little we are going to wake up and see that being a religious, going to church and tangle yourself with church, you know, it doesn't mean nothing. If Africa, if church and Christianity make people success, Africa, Ghana, West Africa should be the #1 successful country in the whole world. West Africa.
That's right. And it's not true.
And it's not true.
What you are practicing is another form of Christianity. It's not a real one. It's not a real one. It's just people becoming celebrities. It's not the real one. It's not. Jesus said something. Said that there were two people. Somebody was beaten and on the road. There was a preacher who saw him, but he didn't take care of that man. And then there was another man who was not a preacher, took care of that man and sent him to a hospital. He said that that man did the work of God. But in a today, is the one who is carrying the Bible, who is doing the work of God. It's not the one who is helping people. Yet the master did not say it like that. No. So we have wrong understanding. And it's because the one who introduced this kind of Christianity to us did not have value for human life. So
they did not.
And they still don't have value for human life. If you say that you want Africa to develop, World Bank, IMF, and all these people, how much do we need to develop? It's not just technology and trillions that you have been using to go to war. If you really mean that you want Africa to develop, if you want Ghana to do well, just give them $500 billion. Give them technology. Help them to set up industries. If they will not develop, it's a lie. It's a lie. You know, so it's the deception was before it. And the white man was at the top of it.
Yeah.
And he has always wanted power and word for himself.
And it's working because devil is black and Jesus is white. It's working. Professors and lawyers and judges and everybody goes.
Put all of us in bondage.
Yeah.
So the professor will wear wig. And go and lie. The guy has stolen only chicken, and you want to put him in jail for 12 years.
For 12 years.
Politician who stole money, nothing is done to him. Because the law respects those with fame, power.
Yeah.
Not the. But if you sent that case to the chief, the Kurebe Daddy. So the system was designed, it's a jacket on us. Democracy is a jacket that is not helping us. The legal structure is a jacket that is not helping us. Even education, as we have it, is not helping us. You know, the financial structure is a system that is not helping us. So if you want to do well as an African, you've got to study all these systems. Or you'll be a slave all your life.
You'll be a slave the whole...
You know, so if you educate the African, you know, he does not know that he's a slave. So he's become a doctor. He works for some 5,000 a month, 10,000 a month, and half of it is for tax. And he lives in Texas somewhere or California, and he thinks it's better. And he thinks it's really better. And yet the Chinese who came here 1 year has millions of dollars. And you, even $100,000 you don't have, and you still think you're better, think again. Think again. Because there's a system that has been put on your head. So you see that car that you have that is on loan, that house that you have that is on loan, that education that you have 200,000 to pay.
To pay.
He didn't need that. Because you can't have freedom without finance being right. So if you don't go to that job, you have no freedom. That no matter what education they gave you, they just fed you fat so that they could kill you. And that's what they have done. You know, so we have lawyers, engineers, doctors, Africans. They just work all their lives. When they get to 65, they say, go on retirement. You still have life to live, and you don't know what to do with your life. Because the most important things that they should have taught you was that there's talent you have. There's a reason you were born. Find that. It's not just the profession that they gave you. And study money, because those who control the world.
Study money.
Believe in wealth creation. And don't just live for yourself. Live for the next generation. What are you leaving them? I just leaving them. My father was a doctor. My father was an engineer. What are you leaving them? Are you leaving them some properties, some business? Don't say that, oh, I just need a little to live and have a good life. No, it's not about you. It's about the next generation.
Yeah.
That information, they will not put it in school for you. They will say that once you become a lawyer, just get some court and just do something and we pay you $120,000 a year. You know, you are doing fine. You have a nice car. You come to Ghana, you spend 2 weeks, you go back, you think you're successful. You're not successful. You are not successful. The Chinese are repatriating a lot of money from Ghana to their country. The Indians are doing the same thing. Where are you?
Yeah.
Where are you? This is the wealth. You come to build your country so that you can live a better country. If Kwame Nkrumah had said that I didn't have to go to Ghana, I just had to stay somewhere, enjoy my life, we will not have freedom. If JB Danko had said the same thing and decided to live in England, we will not be where we are. You know, Akwanje and all those men, if Yasantua did not fight back, if Prempen and all those guys did not fight back, we will not be where we are. So what are you fighting for? So that the next generation can have a better life. You know, it's not about us. It is. So it does not matter who does not agree. We should not be afraid to say what we have.
Brother, whenever I say, I think I see me team say, what the way we come to we are in abroad, America, whatever, and then we said, oh, I am scared to go to Ghana, and Ghana this. Oh, when he said some people are waiting for. This is how negative we are, and it works in all areas of our life. People who are here, no Ghanaians, no, they are waiting to hear bad news, and assessing the want to me back.
Yeah,
they are waiting. They are waiting to hear that.
Yeah.
Number two, maybe some who say, I don't Black Americans see. Obi uokroma won krata, we are citizen, we kita green card. Black Americans say to me, "Kwa Ghana, mo money kwa ka umudin kakran sa bon se na watimi establishing na wakona nim se adwuma ketewa bi no wo yebesu no okurokura mo na bia waba no wokọ no wo de wo nkrata wo bibie wo yi wani ati kurom wo yi wani kura kona try bibi kona se de na betimi ya because sika bia de be system ni mo no stay there to support the country. I had to say Ghana now quarter idea was done now quarter free Lebanese in ho and I quarter free Indian in ho na Ghana ni tombi. Our Ghana.
Unko Ghana ni ho.
Was sense Ghana no de call Lebanon.
Yeah, it's a program.
Was sense Ghana no de call India.
The programmers. It's a program.
Oh, enti ni patuntum de. Eya na eya abraho sem say. I think say yeni akasa ya dwene mu no. Ena de sa to so biem kwa yesi ade bia wo mo se ade bia ye Ghana made bia no enye papa sa program ene so no. Eno so da ya dwene. Me to back. Me bo. Me to mo back. Me ma obi mo shepe bra me. Me to mo back from Ghana. Ena me hu bag bi so wo na me hwe YouTube say ya ena obi mo ya advert na ya me fe ena bo no eye pe momo de no amode free Ghana ba ne shipment ni nyina akora no na ebo ni nu said ya me to de we no me to ni say na free China na eba na bag no me de say me ho ba me use the ba 4 or 5 times na ehho no ayi na wo ho na start say aworo mo bag me to ye no me we are so to America because me advert. Okay. I bought your bag and I'm still using that bag without nothing happening to that bag. But the bag that I bought from online, China, I didn't even know that was coming from China. We rather spend our money on Chinese product.
Yeah.
That's spending on Ghana.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the auto yes no.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's part of the program. You see, our meeting with the Europeans changed everything. And they built a lot of things, ideologies, structures, systems, to have us to think the way we think now. And to have us continue to think this way. And now it's not, they will not even have to fight. It's the systems that they set in place. Yes, these are people that they have educated. They will fight for them.
Yeah.
These are people who have lived with them. Now they behave more white than the white man himself. So they have forgotten who they are. They have lost their identity. And so they don't fight for their own people. So it's something that I've had a lot of young boys who go to my channel and then they will call you to say that, let's say, I didn't want to go to Ghana. But after watching your videos, few of them, I've decided to do something in Ghana. I've seen young men who listen to us on radio and say that I didn't want to stay here. But after listening to you, I want to do something. I think I can do something. It's a problem of exposure to the light. Knowledge is light. It breaks something in your mind. It breaks something in your spirit. And that's why when anybody wants to control you, they change that through what you see, what you read.
And what you think.
If you want to do that, if you want to undo that, the same. You bring a higher knowledge. And so a lot of our people, if they will allow themselves and they will say that, no, let me go and read again. Because it's not right for you to hate your own people, to hate your own country, and not to promote your own, and to be negative towards your own. Is totally honest. That's the only place that you can be accepted. At least where you they say Ukraine. Well, if you're from Ukraine and you move now, you're a refugee.
You are a refugee.
That's it. So the only place, and yet that place. You anti-ASM, and that's what we have to work on. That every country has troubles, but the citizens still talk to promote themselves.
Yeah.
We have troubles as well, and we can only promote ourselves. Let's focus on the negative. And let's reduce the negative. You have talked about all the negatives. What have you done about them?
What have you done about it? At least say something positive. At least.
Yes. And you continue to promote and say you are not trustworthy or not. No. You think that the Europeans are trustworthy?
Oh, yesterday. Yesterday we were saying that, when you send money to Ghana and somebody chop it a little bit, you said because somebody chop your money, you are not. listen, brother, if somebody chop your money, you know, you keep on saying that we're doing job and we are getting loans to buy car. And so if I get this money as a loan, somebody chop it, brother. And you are telling me, sir, oh, Tilly, you guys are always complaining about somebody chopping your money. If they chop your money and we talk about chopping our money, we don't have to agree with that, but let us say it.
Yes, somebody chop your money. I didn't chop your money. So don't say that Ghanaians are crook.
That's true. That is so true.
That's what I'm saying. Your brother, your cousin chop your money. I didn't. Why do you say that every Ghanaian is bad?
That is true. That is so true.
That's my problem. And once he chop your money, does not mean that he will. I mean, somebody else will not chop your money. Let's hear that one.
True.
Not everybody has your money. But if you are programmed to be negative, then you promote that side all the time. And as I say, some of the programs that we have developed, some people have followed it and they are building their houses. Their negativities have dropped.
Yes.
Somebody called me the other time and said that, or sent me a message. Said, Kwabena, I listened to some of the things that you said. When I was in Ghana, I followed them and they worked perfectly for me.
Yeah.
Before I would be angry, I would go to some offices and fight them. And
it's true.
Now when I go, I'm calm and I'm enjoying the beauty.
Yes.
Is the information.
It is so true.
It is so true. I'm building a house. The models that you're using, the way you talk to the boys, the way you engage them, same thing. If you're positive and you engage them, you get that house built. Yep. But if you're negative and arrogant, they will screw you again. And I will even tell them to screw you again. So that you I will tell them that, oh, your bugger,
oh, Mr. Medako, thank you very, very much. We've been here an hour 15 minutes. Thank you for staying awake and talking to us. We appreciate you a lot. And whenever I'm thinking about something, my critical thinking comes in, I just want to call you and then talk to you so that we can share ideas and come out here and talk
to our... my parents, both my mother and father, they live in Seattle, Washington. My family lives there. Their wish is that you don't live in Ghana. I told them, no. We want to live in Ghana. We are grown up. We decide where we want to live. And sometimes when they meet their friends, you can see that they are not happy with that. I said, no, that's not right. If I want a house and a car, yes. But if I want to build something more than that.
Even now?
Yeah, they still say it, Because
even
that's
now?
Yeah, they will, I'll tell you. That's how deeply some of these things
That's how deep it is. That's how deep it is.
Yeah. And I have friends who
live. Deep it is.
I have friends who live in America, classmates from Tech, and they always say negative things about our country. And they say that it's very difficult to live here. They even tell you, not everybody is like you. Not everybody can take the heat. I said, you think everybody is like you? Everybody can live in America? No. So it works everywhere. So it is deep. And they even say it as if everybody will get visa. Let's face it, not everybody will get visa, even if you want to go. So some people, we have to teach them that this is how to live here and become successful. We need to do that. And I also tell them that, listen, what you see on TV is Hollywood. Hollywood is
true. So true.
If there is anything that the West is very good at, it's branding.
Project, yes.
It's acting.
Branding.
If you dig, you see that you are not that bad where you are. You just have to have the right information, and be happy to start something wherever you are. And don't hang your life waiting for visa to travel.
Oh.
Because it's not the best. And parents should tell their children.
Oh, brother.
We are a foul.
Brother, madam, minimum pam, miko catering school. Any chance be a mega tibiano, I want to learn something.
That's right.
We'll be back to Ghana, we'll wait for visa, Jacrano, one also that Namakoya, one was sending Usika. Hey, parents be a good old.
A bondage in Avia, and understand the no form. Entire say no form. See a joint if you need her. Oh, and the moment I already have a to form no. It's a chronic book because I hang it across a heading. And you're not correct. And you're not correct that. It's far from the truth. Very far. It's like day and night.
It's like day and night.
Yes, the Ghanaians especially. What they don't know is the treasure they have. Ghanaians don't know that. Ghanaians don't know the treasure that they have. Africans don't know the treasure that they have. The quality of life that they have. They don't know it.
The quality of life.
They don't know it. So a lot of people are just looking at all the shiny things.
All the shiny. Na bra, we see na kura kesia. Na kesia na si wono. What the fabe say? A fa would that be kitwa say.
So we don't understand.
Material things now. Material things.
So yeah, about the 50, 60. Now we'll break it down. Now if you want autobus to say well yeah, Juma 2, 3 for 20, 30 years. Can you be a normal again? You can't.
No, you cannot.
You can't be. And that's how the system is designed. They didn't change slavery. They didn't stop it. They just designed it again.
Okay. Me guy said then Tawana me walk Ghana no. This is about 20-something years ago. Now me rented I a Taifa. Now Taifa na guy we ofi abrochire ba yo fi Germany na ba no also papa ne land no ma papa ne sika no see to sa flat the man. Ti obaye no brother be ma 10 gram fe na ne half say e wo form and other half wasro enti komodidie mu na that time na me kunu free a year ba Denmark no fi land na baga na enti mu ba abrochire nkomo enti ho na guy yi be ma me kunu ate ase adwuma bi a wo ye adwuma na 10 years adwuma no and a breaking man one side cough enti abrochire nya better o
no
enya better the only thing we do here Ghana ni beka say bia and am de amoti abrochire no nya adwuma ya na mo complaining. We are not complaining, but the system here no, you are here to work.
That's right. That's all.
That's
it.
They
want people to feed the system. That's all. They need the system to work. Yeah, just work.
Just work. That's it. And one day you say Ghana upa na akwa adwuma upa won ko because what upe met me aka say me pay me nkwa adwuma me dan ka 2,200 eba.
Yeah.
And they have to pay. And to met me aka say me pa na me kwa adwuma na me pa me nko.
Maybe umeko.
The system is there for you to just work.
And so our people must wake up and stop, denigrating what they have. And no matter what I papa no, I am too honsa. And so many things are good. See, the unfortunate thing is that even the people we look up to, when they stand up to talk, they say the same thing because of the brainwash. They put us down, and then they raise America, they raise England, they raise everybody. When it comes to Africa, they continue to put us down. So when the children or the young people hear these things, what else do you want them to do? To live here? No. Because when you were talking, you were raising everything. You were talking every good thing about everybody else.
Yeah.
So when it came to Ghana, you use all the bad things. Even those who are successful here.
Yeah.
Those who are successful here. When they are talking and you listen to them, you will not want to live here.
No, that's true.
You will not want to live here. After listening to them, you become depressed. When you listen to them, after listening to a lot of these people who have become even successful here, hey, you would want to go and look for visa and travel.
So lovely Africa said, I live in US and I don't want to be here. See? Very stressful, and all you do is work, and no time for fun.
America was built on that. Bondage, slavery, work, feed the system. Only the top 1%, 2%, 3% can be free. Everybody else is a slave to the system.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
They give you work, they pay you money, and then they give you loan. It's a system, it runs, it must run. Why do you have to give somebody loan, student loan, and you say that you can't forgive them? They have to work their life to pay that. You give them house.
Me student loan, you buy Joe Biden buy no student loan forgiveness. Now, about 60,000 because of master's degree. Or buy no the channel in case I went
you see, look at that. And yet somebody is in Ghana, he completes school, he owes nothing, and he still complains that Ghana is nothing. Ghana is no good. There's no job here. Meanwhile, you completed and you don't owe anybody. You can't talk about the advantages that you have. It's always the negatives. It's a program. The devil is black. The Jesus is what? Is white. Never forget that. Those things run in everything. The African is poor. The others are rich. The African is corrupt. Others are honest. The African is weak. Others are strong. Those things, they play out everywhere. So even the Africans themselves have accepted this. So when they open their mouth, you can see this thing. Everything negative, they say it about themselves. And the same mouth will say all the great things about others. That's a sign that the mind has been colonized. The mind has been enslaved. And majority of our people, the minds are enslaved. We think like colonies because we don't cherish and promote our own. We always look up to.
Now, brother, look at what I was sitting there one day and I was thinking about how our roads, our neighborhood are not paved and things like that. And I said to myself, oh, if Ghana road, the neighborhoods are paved, no, America neighborhoods are paved. You are paying when you pay your taxes for your house, you pay for the paved road, you pay for your neighborhood gutters, you pay for a school. So if neighborhoods in Ghana are paved and every house, they count the people in that house and they are collecting whatever taxes that they have to collect to do it or to pay for it. Aren't we gonna be like complain and things like that?
We have to. We will complain. Yeah,
we will complain. But here they have said it in a way that either you like it or you can work $2,000 a week and you come home with $900. $800.
Yeah, you work to feed the system.
You work to
feed the system.
But
even ours, I think the problem is not even the taxes. The problem is the thinking, because you have a lot of rocks, that you can do pitching in a lot of our neighborhood. You have a lot of young men who don't have anything to do. It's the ability to think, to come up with solutions that are not known in other places. You devising something that works only for you. That's a major problem, because we still look up to other examples. It's very difficult for our leaders to improvise and come out with original solutions that fit or that fit our situation. That is one of the problems that we have as Africans. People devising, coming up with solutions that are original to where we are and with what we have. So if it's not being recommended by World Bank, then it's not good. If it's not America which is sanctioning it, then it is not good. Come out with something that is original and solve your own problems. So when it comes to money, I don't look at American examples. We do business here. If I were to start business in America, how they will grade the business, how they will value the business, go to stock market, investors and all that, it will be different from the part that I take here. If it comes to living in housing, they give mortgages, they give money to developers. We, the people don't have mortgage. They have to have their own money to buy or to build their own house, most of them. And the developer must have his own money to develop his business and develop his properties. It's a different system. We don't have the same system. Africa is a whole different system on its own. I know our people must study that system and stop thinking as if Africa is England or Ghana is America. It's not like that. It's different. It's different things. And you have to know what fits here.
Yes, taxes here in the US is all about taxes too. They take a lot of taxes out. It's like you living paycheck to paycheck. That's what we do.
Yeah, paycheck to paycheck. I read somewhere where they said that almost 50% of Americans don't have $400 saved their own money.
It's true.
Yeah, that's what they say. But a lot of Ghanaians don't believe that, because most Ghanaians, those are the bottom. They challenge us. That is the problem. Because we judge, you see, they judge us not by the top, they judge us by the bottom.
Yeah.
So somebody else with degree in America will come to Ghana and compare himself with somebody who has nothing here and said, I'm better than that person. No, compare yourself with your co-equal. You know? And if you have a job in America and you come to Ghana, don't use job to grade us. Go to the provision shop owner. Go to the watch seller owner. You know, go to the cocoa farmer, because that is how our economy operates. And then compare how much you make a year and compare how much they make a year. And you see that you're not that much different from them. They probably may be doing far more better than you. Most provision shops may be selling around 30 to 50,000 a month. Ghana cedis. Compare that and don't convert it to dollar. Because yesterday the dollar was 6 cedis. Now it's 7 cedis. Does that mean that my house has been devalued? No. So don't compare it to that. If somebody makes 600 Ghana cedis here, it's just like $600. Don't compare it. Because the life that they can live is just within that bracket. So there's a lot of things that we have confused. And so we make our people feel like they don't have anything. And it's not true. And it is not true.
Thank you. And if you think like the way Mr. Obindako is thinking and the way, I'm not saying everybody should think like us, but I'm just saying with this kind of thinking, you can live anywhere and everywhere. Right. Especially you can live in Ghana and live your best life. Yeah. Because you don't let the system determine who you are. You just do what is right and follow how the system goes, and then follow it little by little. You understand the whole system, because you have to learn the system, understand the system, and then
work within it.
And work within it. Yes.
So a lot of people do a lot of comparison, and I think those are unfortunate. Don't do comparison. Don't say that, I was making $2,000 in Ghana, in America every month, in Ghana making 500 cedis every month.
And how much do you use for pay your rent?
Yes.
If you make $2,000 a month, and you don't have a roommate, some people have 2-3 rooms.
And somebody will say that when would I build a house? Don't build a house in Accra. Go to your village, buy a land, it's 1,000, and build 1 bedroom. It's still house. It's no mortgage. You know, so it's so different. They try to confuse everything. If you don't have money to build a house in Accra, go to Nsawam, go to Suhum, go to Aduajiri. The land there is cheaper. It's still house. You know, so we are complicating our lives too much, and that's why we beat ourselves down all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, brother. I love Africa. US is no peace. Yeah, you know. And I went to Ghana in 2000 and I didn't want to leave. Yeah. I am with you. Lovely Africa. I am with you.
And people are here, they want to leave the next minute.
Oh, they want to leave the next minute. Somebody that I know that trying to find a way to come here, they have their own house. He own a car, own home, and like business, and wants to live. And I said, why don't you
visit?
Just visit.
That's right.
Oh no, I want to come and get papers because of my children. There's no opportunities in Ghana. And I said, okay. I didn't argue because there's no need to try to convince anybody, because before I left in Ghana, if I have a house, I have my own car, probably I am a positive person. I'll be a millionaire now in Ghana. I'm telling you, because I think I can make it. I know I can make it anywhere, because you met to me
That's right.
Oh, so that's yeah. And you know, so what do you set is a one particular place now? Bet me yeah. Well, destiny son was set your mouth. Into so I set who say, "Tis a my ba American, my yeah, tis my quad."
Nadia Crania, friend, ye. Yeah, I know ye dear just yesterday I talk. And that is very far from ye dear. Ye dear is it's living the work that you have. If you can live your work for 2 years, 3 years, and still live the same standard of life, then you're If you have wealth, if you have health, if your children are happy, if you have a happy family, if you are contributing to society, then that is success. Majority of our people are not in that category. They can't leave the work for 3 months. And yet they tell us that they are wealthy in America, in England. That's a lie. That is not true. So we have a lot of things that we have not thought through. And we beat ourselves down. So somebody is in Sunyai, somebody is in Takwa. That person has these things, but they still feel like they are nothing.
Yeah.
Because of the understanding.
Yeah.
The understanding that they have. So there's a lot of brainwashing that has really happened to our people.
Me say a question back na yem fampon.
Okay.
Say me pese ya komodie eya asem obi mamanfo nwene ho. Me wodan won kran.
Yeah.
Ofren kran kokuma se wacha bia. Wow, do ka kra be say 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
No wadu. Me kwa ye wo Kumasi a metumi asa machi aba. Minu ya bi wo dan wo Kumasi onso minu me masi me de onkra minu ya si ni de wo Kumasi nti se me kwa metumi akoda ho na maba. Na me wa abro kire na me life nyina ya adwuma. Enhye ba pa na wom. Nyansa ba pa na wom. Nyansa obi ba twura didi me atembete ye okay. Stay. Me wo dan won kran. Na me wadan wo Kumasi. Nese nyet sadana if it's not making money for me. I believe in having houses because let your money work for you. You don't make your money without my money have to work for me. That's why I love to buy stocks. Brother, I need my money to work for me. Na me wadan won crime me wo baby te kama. Na masa akosi fie wo Kumasi se me ko Kumasi ana makwa akotena ho. Ana se masim krade awie. Na me san sigan wo Kumasi. Na me ko Kumasi, brother. To me, nyansanim.
Yeah. You know, yeah, especially we you matter 3-4.
Adan.
You idea now who so.
Now who so.
I will not do that. I will use the other one and invest that and create wealth so that if I don't have to go to work to eat. You know, you don't have to pick that job. At a certain stage in your life, you don't have to take that job to eat or to live. At a certain stage, you go to work because you want to go and you can choose not to go. And majority of the people are not in that category. They must go to work even though they don't want to go. Because without that, they can't pay the mortgage, they can't pay anything. All the things that they owe. And for me, if you have lived for 50 years, these things should come. And it's a scale. It's information. They didn't teach us about money. They didn't teach us about wealth. They just taught us to go to school to become doctor, lawyer, engineer, accountant, nurse, teacher. That's what they taught us. So they didn't want to create people who will be wealthy. They created people who will work to feed the system, to make a lot of the other people rich. And so that's why somebody will build a house in Accra and build a house in Kumasi and not be thinking of how do I build my own wealth. Say that if I don't work.
How do I build my own wealth?
Yes. So that said that if I don't work, I can eat.
And I can choose
to work or not to work.
No
that's
work.
Right. Yeah. And that's a goal. You start life, that's a goal.
That should be your goal.
Yeah.
Say, at the age of 50,
yes,
55.
Yeah. I don't want to work
again.
Again.
Invest. I don't have to work.
No.
But your programming and when you are joining in actually say, one need 60 something will chrome and 1 year retirement on call Ghana. I didn't see that whatsoever. My life belongs to me. I decide what I want to do with my life. And I can project and plan towards the next 5 years. I don't have to wait.
No. And so it's the same information, the same information. Somebody said something, said that I returned on February 13th from Ghana. I am depressed and all I can think about is going back. I shop a lot at MV in Accra. We thank you very much, Ghana Love Bag, and I also purchased 2 of your books. Wow, fantastic!
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for doing that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow, and we need to with the women. I'm saying this because of us. We need to plan. You don't have to retire to enjoy your life. You have your papers. You can go spend 4 months in Ghana, 5 months in Ghana. If you decide to come back, you come back. Enjoy your life until say you don't have to work anymore. Why do you have to just spend your money buy this, buy this? Instead of you saving that money to enjoy your life, just wasting your money.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, because this all be invested, whether it's in stock, whether it's in properties, whether in other businesses, bit by bit. After 10, 20 years, you have something significant invested somewhere. They said that money gives you almost the same thing every month as your pay. You can easily leave off. You can decide not to work. And that can be done if you're intentional and you're disciplined. Everyone can do it. Everyone can do it. Mete story be papa be no yare no anyini pa. Odru tama na yare kora bono no samre na ni koko so. Na samre kora na was a big projects even though he was still on bed sick.
Yeah.
And that is something that we can all copy. You know, but a lot of people when they are sick, all their finances are gone. Now this man was sick, and that's when his money was even coming because he spent life to invest. You know, his resources were, and the returns will come in when he was even sick. And for me, that is a great example. And this is the kind of financial information that we have in our culture that other people don't have in our country. This kind of information is here. I always talk about my grandfather. He had his car, tipper truck. He had cocoa farm. He had a lot of things, and he store sand that we used to build. So when he was old, he was selling those things to people. People would come and buy, and that was his insurance. And he was never broke till he died. And my grandfather could not read, could not write. That was my mother's father. Now my father's father was educated, and he had nothing.
Didn't I tell you the same thing about my life today?
Yeah.
Didn't I say the same thing to you too?
Yes. Yeah. He had intelligence to create wealth, and he never been to school. But the other guy who went to school, he married a lot of girls because he could speak English. So everybody wanted to give him their daughter. You know? So the school has a way of taking a lot of the wealth creation, the financial information, the quality of life from us. Because the Europeans design that school content.
And I also think, say, brother, apart almost one school, no so no. I can see some any bri so mo bre e wa brabo mo kire say wo so bi wo dan won kan.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry now.
Me too, Ghana love bug. I feel the same way. I think or reply to somebody said something. And this one said land in Ghana is 20,000 on up.
Yes.
And it's still
land in the US.
Oh yes. And it's not still not yours.
Yes. When you own.
Yeah. It's so true. It is so true. Yeah. And sister, it's true. What I was saying about how people don't save their money and hey, me kind of retire. Auntie, me no want a contract to say or something I'm retire. No. I need to get a book. Yes, you need to get Mr. Omenda Aku's book. You're gonna
They are on Amazon as well, on Kindle.
Amazon, yeah.
Yes.
Kindle.
When you type my name, Omenda Aku, you see the books there.
Yes. Get the book. Get the book. You will get more wisdom from this guy. Yeah. I'm telling you. So, Mr. Omenda, what do you have for us so that we can live?
There's no way we are going to build our country if you're not positive. And the negativity, we were programmed like that. Through the European religion, every institution that the Europeans set was designed to put us down.
Yeah.
So subconsciously. That's right. So everything that they show, their TV, their governance, their school, their religion, everything, they are the top. The European men are the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so if you are so negative towards, Ghana, Africa, watch again. Where's BR would be use of my corrupt, you cannot correct, in penny pa, you can come abrofo years are more in multiples, in thousands. Look at what they are doing in Russia. We have never gone to war to kill another country, not in history. Africans have never picked guns and gone to war and attack.
No, we never.
We have always been attacked.
So then
a lot of the bad things, don't put them on us. But I can understand. You were taught that way, and you can be retaught to think good.
Allow yourself to be retaught.
That's right. Yes. So and learn history, not the history taught by Europeans. Learn the history taught by us to make us great. Learn. We have never been weak people. It's a lie. They came to war. They came to fight us. They came with weapons. Just as you see in Ukraine, that's what happened on the African continent for 400 years.
Yep.
Constantly under invasion, under siege. And they didn't want to go. We fought them to go.
Yep.
They didn't want to stop.
Yep.
Even slavery is not because they will stop slavery, because the Africans fought.
Yep. So
when you are telling the story, don't tell the story to our disadvantage. Look for the heroism in our stories. And then study money. Take care of your money and create wealth. And leave something for the next generation.
Leave something for the next generation.
And stop following this anointing oil and Gova and these prophets. A lot of them don't see anything. They just tell you they see something. They don't see anything. If you see somebody who hears from God, the quality of the truth of God that he preaches will show you the genuineness of his spirit. A lot of them don't have understanding of God and his principles. Nothing is more important than the lives of people. And if that person places material things above people, that person cannot be hearing from God. For God is love. So don't be following those people. There's no greater force than love. Nobody can kill you. Why are you afraid?
Nobody can kill you.
Be truthful, be hardworking, be loving. Be positive person. Help people. If you want to go to church, no problem. But if they are selling an oil there, don't go. If they are selling Jesus' blood there, don't go. Those boys, they just occultic. A lot of them are occultic. They practice deep things. It has nothing to do with the gospel of Christ. Don't believe anybody just because they have put prophet on those things. God, we don't have any prophet over anything. It's not true. The prophetic ministry, yes, is there. But these prophets that we have them, they call themselves. It's not God. No matter what they say, look at their lifestyle. You will see that if it's of God or it's not of God. We can't have this many prophets and nobody could see COVID.
Not COVID.
God could not tell any of them like that. So liberate yourself. Religion is enslaving, especially the one that we are practicing in Africa. They have put us, and Islam is not free from that. It's the same. You meet an average Islamic person, he doesn't have any African name. He thinks that Saudi Arabia he speaks Saudi, want to speak Arabic and all this. It's all. They design all those things.
We are in deep trouble.
Yes. So whether it's Islam or whether it's Christianity, it's the same thing. They took a lot of slaves to Saudi Arabia and they were more lethal and they killed a lot of people in the name.
Even now, you black person in the whole world, we are not accepted anywhere except Africa.
That's right. Go to China and see. It's there. Go to India. Go to America. Go to everywhere. So if you're an African, you cannot look down upon Africa. African Americans, Jamaicans, they told you lies that Africans don't like you. It's never true. Visit or ask those who have visited and see if they were fought and they were sacked or they were told that they don't belong. It's never true like that. If you want humanity, Africa, no matter what, we have not lost our humanity.
Our humanity.
We have not.
Black people.
No.
Black people. I always say that you will see people, somebody will go and pick up a gun and go to schools and shoot people. I've never seen a black person.
No, don't do that.
No.
Don't do
Black Americans can decide to fight themselves and shoot themselves, and California, whatever. But there will be not even one black person will pick a gun and go to school and start shooting people.
You see,
they will never do that. It never happened. Never.
That's right. And so you can't hate Africa if you're black. If you hate Africa and you're black, you hate yourself, and you'll never see true fulfillment.
I said.
And Africa is not poor. If anybody told that Africa is poor, it's a lie. Your greatness cannot be cut from Africa. And if you want, even if you can't live here, every now and then take a break
and visit.
Come and see what is happening.
Come.
So I want to say thank you, Auntie Tilly.
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much, because listen, people listen to you, and when I'm with you, I express myself more because you understand me. You know, you understand where I'm coming from. If your eyes are not opener, and somebody like me coming up saying certain things, and you would think, say, oh boy, you're too much, or yes, sir, but so when you get to extended a year, who say, I wish to say any probably be who light, you know, Now, kasa. My prayer is that se no ma Emma de yahunamani Emma. Emma, bra, me come chiro say into na sorry I am money mano. Where am in we will be best no kase. Hey, when I were just sorry one class sorry. What sorry, never sick to correct me sick no me tight no. Me boa will be what Ghana, me bon for today. Ghana, that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
And you know, me family can go to coffee. This is what I chose to use my money.
That's right.
You know, yeah, can you not say, Muani na ho, unu anya bayfo, Uma mean ya bayfo, Obi no agree on ya bayfo, Obi disagree with you, one ya bayfo. Live your life. Now, life is so short. And you couldn't be aging at one casancas, so I want to me for except who best start here 2 and a month. That's right. Me.
Exactly. Perfect.
And you know, brother, and I want to thank everybody that came here. And I must lovely Dose Africa. South sister, I can't pronounce your name right. So this one, I have to say, Sonova? Yes. Thank you, sister. You were here first. And thank you for staying. You've been here through the whole program. We thank you so much for your support. And who else? Oh, Sister True. This sister, thank you. Thank you, sister, for coming. You were late, but you came. Thanks a lot. We thank you. We thank everybody. If I didn't mention your name, ADBP. Thank you, brother. Thank you. And you know, mini abema, nyamishira bebre wate. Weda wase, nyamishira say onya anamadom so no ma onimdi ete say ya. Wa fansha wo ho a wo so wo ma yesu ye tibi. Na o se ne wo wa so no ntie. Se sa na ye ka no.
Sir.
Sir. Wo so atie ya nya abaifo. Ye all right. Bye. Oh. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching. And soon, I think tonight or tomorrow morning, I'm gonna